In this video, I want to talk about active insufficiency. I will explain what it is and how you can potentially use it or maybe not use it in your training protocol. Hello everyone, my name is 𝘾𝙊𝙼𝙍𝙀 and I've been a personal trainer and gym owner for over 25 years. In this video, let's talk about what we mean by the term active insufficiency. Well, active insufficiency generally refers to muscles that cross two joints. Okay, so let me give you the example of the bicep. See the bicep here? So your bicep will cross the elbow and actually crosses the shoulder joint, right? Okay, so for example, when I'm flexing my arm, I'm shortening the bicep at the elbow, but not necessarily at the shoulder unless I flex up. Okay, so pretty much what active insufficiency means is that when a muscle is shortened, it can't produce force any longer, any more force, any additional force. Okay, so for example, since now we know that the bicep, some of the bicep muscles cross the elbow and cross the shoulder. So if I flex my bicep and then try to flex my shoulder, you're going to reach a point where the bicep cannot generate any more force because it's so short and it loses ability to produce force for multiple reasons. Okay. Now, why is this important? Why is it important? One reason it's important is pretty much just think, if the muscle can't produce force, you have to be careful of the joint involved. For example, you may not necessarily want to tax the deltoid, the shoulder joint, you know, when your bicep is fully flexed and your shoulder is flexed. See, I can't really get my elbow any higher. If I straighten, I'm lengthening the bicep. See, I can go higher, so I can use my bicep to flex my shoulder more. But these are also areas where I did another great video about isometrics that you may want to look up on YouTube, talking about the importance of isometrics and how they're great to be used for joint health. And I went into a little bit of the neuroscience too, about there's muscle receptors in the muscles communicating with the central nervous system constantly. And when a muscle contracts, it loses, you know, those intrafusal fibers, which in the muscle receptors don't communicate as well. They go into slack, and by doing isometric contractions, that means a static contraction, a halting contraction into position of weakness, it strengthens those positions. So when it comes to active insufficiency, you can work on these positions. For example, it might actually be a very good thing to do. Like if you have shoulder issues, maybe you think your bicipital tendon is say you have tendinosis in your bicipital tendon, okay? And you know, obviously you want to get it better by working those end ranges, you know, like kind of like that active insufficiency type range with a static hold could be a great thing to strengthen the tendon and to potentially increase your force production when the muscle is fully shortened. Okay, so maybe there are things that you want to do. You want to go into that active insufficiency kind of range. You want to extend the limits of your active insufficiency. You know, you want it to be, okay, before you had active insufficiency here, you want to get a few more degrees. You strengthen the tendon, strengthening the muscle, and these are great things to do. It works really great on the hamstring. Just think the hamstrings cross the knee, cross the hip. You can flex the knee fully. Try to get your hip into extension. Hold it for 5 or 10 seconds. Try to strengthen that position of active insufficiency. I guess if it's no longer active insufficient, eventually you reach a point where it will be, but extend those limits. You know, it works great for the hamstrings. Works great for the bicep, even your calves, you know, like the gastroc, you know, crosses the ankle, crosses the knee. You know, you can do you try to extend the limits of active insufficiency. Say you have plantar fasciitis, say you have issues, you know, with your calves or your feet. You know, you want to have strength in every potential weak position in your body, and doing these static holds right at the point of that active insufficiency, extending the limits of your active insufficiency, is just I think it's just great for rehab, great for joint health, just great in general. Well, take care. I know there's a little technical. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and check out that video about isometrics. Great video. Take care. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day.